Welcome everybody to our Greene Acres. My name is Teresa. Today's video I'm going to show y'all some home decor and some DIY projects that I've been working on. Also, if you're not already following me on Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest, go over and join me there. Okay, the first project I'm going to work on today is going to be this 12 by 12 stretched burlap canvas. Now I purchased this at Goodwill for $1.99, but I also have some of these in various sizes linked in my Amazon store. Now I'm going to take the new Iron Orchid Design transfer book. This one has 8 sheets of different kinds of florals. It's also got like some vintage seed packet labels. This one is a great book if you have a lot of smaller projects that you want transfers for. Now I'm going to take this one. I thought this one really matched my burlap a lot better because it has some lighter colors on it. I love that cream and that pink, and I thought it would, coordinate well with the burlap. Now I'm just going to go around and I transferred it on with my transfer tool. Then you go back over it with a transparent sheet and then just burnish it on. Now if you have trouble sometimes and it wrinkles on fabric, I got my blow dryer, and if you will take a heat gun or a blow dryer and add a little bit of heat to it, it should adhere to your fabric a little bit better.
Gonna stay in this moment, gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely, I am finally home at last.
The next project I'm going to work on is going to be this little vintage metal box that I got from Goodwill, and it was 99 cents. You can see somebody stuck some little stickers on it through the years and they were peeling up. Now y'all, when I got this little box home, it had the top taped on it. So once I untaped and got the top off and removed it, I realized that the sides were hinged and they folded down. I have never seen a little box this old, I guess, that did that. So if you have, make sure to comment down below. And, as a collector, I think this is really a collector's item. So I did not want to paint this little box. I wanted to leave it just like it is. I did want to add a little bit of detail to it. So I did scrub most of the sticker off that I could get. I left what didn't come off. I just left it on there. And I added an IOD transfer to it. These come out of the Brocante transfer book. So this just adds just a little bit more Victorian type detail to the top of it, but I didn't damage the box in any way. So I thought this turned out really cute. So now I've got a really good little vintage piece, but I added just a little bit of, little French country Victorian detail to it.
Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street.
Okay, the next DIY project I'm going to work on are going to be these little architectural pieces. Now the label on the bottom, I looked up this company, and they are actually a subsidiary owned company of Dollar General. So that's, I guess, where these were originally purchased. But I got them at Goodwill, and I paid $1.99 each for them. Now I went over them with a couple of coats of white linen chalk paint. I went over and I distressed them a little bit with a baby wipe and some sanding paper. And then I'm just going to style these. These just make great little filler pieces for your vignettes.
This is where my heart is. Oh, I have seen many places where the beauty never ends. Different cities, friendly faces, and perhaps I'm going back.
Now I'm going to show you how I took this Terra Cotta Pot that I got at Goodwill, and it was $1.99, and somebody had painted it and put Merry Christmas quotes all around it. Well, I made a mistake because first I thought I could paint it and you couldn't see through the writing, but once I got it painted with a couple layers of paint, you could. It was raised and you could just still see that writing through my paint. So I just added some baking soda to my paint. I just mixed it up till I felt like it was a a good consistency and it had kind of a sandy feel to it, I just took a brush and now I'm just going to dab it on. Now I'm going to do a couple of layers of this textured paint, and once I do that, it will cover up those letters up under the paint. You won't be able to see them. And then I'm going to add a transfer to this because I love Terra Cotta Pots. There's so many things that you can do with them as far as DIY projects. So I'm just going to take this one, and this one is also out of that new transfer book that I showed you in the first project. And I'm going to take it, I put it over the pot, and then I'm going to take some sandpaper and kind of go over it and just rough it up. And that way it looks like it is made onto the pot. So once I get this pot done, then I'm just going to style it for you and just show you some ways of things that you can put in it, like florals and greenery, and you can style this in your home for spring and summer.
Love you than I can bear. Ooh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you.
Okay, now while we're making over pots, I also got these at Goodwill. Now I paid $1.99 each for these. These are really nice quality little pots. They're very heavy, and as you can see, they've got the red glazed bottom. Well, I'm going to lighten them up, and of course, I'm going to use my white linen Rust-Oleum chalk paint, and I'm going to go around them, and I'm going to give them a couple of layers. Now, when I get around to the rim of it, I went light with the paint, and that way I had a little bit of that showing through so it looks distressed. Now, I'm going to add some more of those transfers out of that new transfer book that I showed you, and these are, like I told y'all, those little vintage seed packets, and I love these, and these all kind of coordinate in their colors, you know, in the design of them. So I just took 3 of those, and I'm going to apply one to each of the pots, and then I'm going to take a sanding block, and I'm going to go around, and I'm going to distress the pot just to give it a little bit more rustic look and just style these. Now, this little topiary tree right here, it was a Dollar General find, and it was in my Dollar General haul that I did a while back in a video, and it was $4.50. But I thought that was a really good little quality topiary for $4.50, and he fits in these little pots perfect. So I just put a little bit of Spanish moss around it, and like I say, pretty much the sky's the limit on how you can, you know, style little flower pots and things in your home for spring and summer. You can add so many things to them.
All the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming.
The next project I'm going to make over is this gorgeous table. I purchased this at my church yard sale for $10. It's got some damage to it. You can see right there one of the little legs was broke. So we're going to fix that with some wood glue the best we can, and once we paint it, it's not very noticeable. Now that's how it should look with all the little embellished detail, but y'all, the ornate detail on this table was gorgeous. So I'm going to go over it with a few layers of white linen chalk paint, and then of course the top come off on this. It's like a tray, so the table's actually 2 pieces. So I'm going to add a transfer to it, and this transfer will be in my Amazon store, and I will have it linked under the category of transfers. This one right here is absolutely beautiful, and I think you get 4 sheets to this one transfer. There's several that come with this package. So I just decided this one, I love those floral colors in it, and I just wanted to add, you know, a little bit more detail to the table. So I think this worked out perfect. And y'all, I'm styling a lamp on it, and I'm going to also show you this little thrifted lamp and how I upcycled it and just gave it a new little lampshade and just brought it back to life.
All I know, all I know, all I know is this is where my heart is.
Now I'm going to show you the little lamp that I just featured on my table. Now this lamp was at Goodwill and I paid $5.99 for it. Y'all, I don't have to do anything to this because it's the perfect color for my home. All I did was give it a good bath. I washed it down really good, and it took me longer to get the stickers off of it than it did anything. Goodwill really makes sure their stickers stick. But all I did was add a little wicker lampshade that I purchased at Lowe's. And y'all, I think this is the perfect little lamp for this little table. Okay, I have really been finding some really good deals at the thrift store lately. These are some Hobby Lobby candle holders. They were $1.99 each. The sticker was still on the bottom from Hobby Lobby and they retail for $7.99. I don't know about y'all, but I love just to set candlesticks up just by themselves. I don't even have to put candles in them. I think they make a great piece just to add to your vignettes, just to add a little bit more texture and detail. Okay, y'all, you know I can't do a video without throwing a piece of scrap wood in here. This is my scrap wood project. I took a piece of scrap wood and I'm going to show y'all how I designed this clay mold design on it. I'm going to take 2 of the Iron Orchid clay molds and I'm going to use the rosettes and also one that's called the Acanthus scroll, and I'll have these linked down in my description box so if you're interested. And I'm just going to take my air dry clay and I'm just going to use, you know, one of the designs out of the scroll mold, and then I'm going to make several different flower designs out of the rosettes. This is a really good mold if you like flowers and flower petals. These have some really great shapes to them and they've got all sizes. So I just kind of went in and just made several sizes, and then I took my piece of scrap wood and I just kind of designed them the way I wanted them, and then I used wood glue and I attached them to my board. I let them dry, and then I'm just going to go over and paint the whole thing with white linen chalk paint. Once it was dry, then I just took my sanding block and I went around the edges and I roughed it up and I just stressed it, and then I went in with some scrap French wording off some transfers that I had left over, and I just added some French wording to it. And then I'm going to go over it and seal the whole thing with my DIY liquid patina. And remember, my friend Jackie at Ruth and Ruby, she sells all these products, and I'll have her information linked below, and she offers all my viewers 10% off. Okay, y'all, before I end the video, I want to tell y'all about a great gift that you may need for Mother's Day. Mother's Day is right around the corner, and y'all know I have partnered up with Rose Forever of New York for several years now, and I've had just about every color and a variety of box that they offer. But I've got a new box of roses, and I'm going to show you in just a minute how I styled them. But I just want to show y'all the different varieties of roses that they have. They come in pink suede, they come in black velvet, they come in crystal boxes, they come in all sizes. They use natural oils to preserve them. They last up to 1 year. They're handcrafted. They're allergen free. So y'all, they're going to offer all of my viewers a code for $25 off of your purchase at checkout. So make sure to check out their information down in my description box. And I hope you'll go out and shop their website, because they have 3 little mini roses to a box. If you got those, that would be a great value. That would be 3 gifts that you could give out to someone, split them up, and those roses will last up to 1 year. And trust me, y'all, like I say, I'm on my 5th box, and I have enjoyed my roses, and they last up to a year or longer, and they smell amazing. When I got these out of the box, when they arrived, I took them out of the box. I could already smell them before I unwrapped them. Y'all, they smell amazing. So if you love fresh flowers and you love the smell of them, you will not be disappointed with these. And like I say, you can enjoy these up to 1 year. So I just wanted to give this, little option to y'all. Hopefully you can save a little money and get your Mother's Day shopping done. Okay, y'all, it's at the end of the video now. I really appreciate y'all for coming over today. I hope y'all enjoyed the video and seeing all the projects that I worked on. And I hope you'll come back for more. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I'd love for you to. Just hit that red subscribe button and we'll always be connected. So until my next video, y'all, I hope you have a blessed weekend. And I love each and every one of y'all and appreciate y'all so much.